because Germany is the birth country of the big composers, Bach, Beethoven, Brahms.
Many people think, oh, violin related to just classical music.
Comes from inside, then it's a long-term thing. If it's forced upon you, at some point you will break and then stop it.
Play
Sure.
for us. Hi everyone, welcome back to the lounge. Ruang ngobrol santai tapi penuh makna bersama dengan tokoh-tokoh inspiratif. And today's episode is super special. Hari ini kita akan ngobrol soal musik dan juga mimpi. Our guest is not just a brilliant violinist, but also a bridge between East and West. Someone who has made Indonesia proud on global stages. Dari kecil main biola, tumbuhnya di Jerman. Dan sampai hari ini menjadi salah satu violinist paling berpengaruh dengan reputasi global. So please give a warm welcome to Iskandar Widjaja. Hi, Kak Is. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great too.
Thank you for having me.
It's really exciting and great to have you here.
Same pleasure.
Ya, gimana? Ini baru aja konser. Gimana perasaannya?
Yeah, excited banget. I put together a very special program.
Yes.
My signature mix of classical, because my background is still classical. I'm passionate about this kind of music, but I also memasukkan beberapa lagu-lagu pop, cover, film music, and original songs. So
Wow.
it's like a really colorful mix of special music that's dear to my heart.
Wow. Dan judulnya adalah An Intimate
Betul.
Evening ya,
Betul.
with Iskandar Widjaja.
Yes.
Held in Kemang.
I like this kind of small settings because you can approach the audience so directly and they can feel you, they can breathe you, and they can experience you very, very close up.
Jadinya heart to heart banget
Betul.
ya. Oke, kita bakalan explore more about the concert, but before that, teman-teman semua selalu pengen dengerin ceritanya Kak Is nih. You started playing violin since you were a kid. Boleh share nggak sih Kak kayak the reference, apakah itu kemudian dari orang tua? Karena aku pernah dengar juga nih, orang tuanya Kak Iskandar memang they love music.
Yes.
Dan nggak semua anak yang terlahir dari orang tua yang even the greatest musician gitu, anak-anaknya itu nggak selalu meneruskan legacy mereka dan bahkan kadang passionnya tuh jauh berbeda. Boleh share dikit nggak?
Boleh. So I grew up in a family of artists. Kakek saya Udin Wijaya, komposer terkenal di era Soekarno.
Yes.
And so he made sure that all his kids would learn arts, dancing, classical music, European culture, Asian culture. And then he sent all of his kids to Germany to study. Why? Because Germany is the birth country of the big composers, Bach, Beethoven, Brahms. They're from Germany, and he thought it's the best way for them to learn and understand this music. So first was my uncle, then followed my aunt, and the third one was my mother. She was still 14 years old when she came to Germany, studied piano there, finished her A-levels in school, and then I was born. She would practice music by Chopin, by Bach, and I was sleeping under di bawah piano gitu, dan like really absorbing this kind of music with my daily life.
Okay.
So that was my first encounter with the music.
Growing up in Germany, how many years have you stayed in Germany?
So I was actually born in Berlin. Berlin is such a cultural city. You know, we have 7 professional orchestras in Berlin. We have amazing concert halls. The best teachers from all over the world. The best students coming to study music in Berlin. So the cultural influence in Berlin is very dense, it's very high. And I was fortunate enough to get all this exposure from very early on, had the best teachers, and the German have, as everybody knows, such a strong discipline about everything, not only music. But for them, classical music is something almost sacred. You know, they go regularly to concerts. It's very important. And many people play an instrument in Germany, which I like. It's a culture like You don't have to be a pro, but everybody has to kind of learn it there. So I like this kind of style.
Wow. But then, how did the experience that you've grown for so many years in Germany about your discipline perspective and especially your taste of music?
So in the beginning, violin was just a hobby for me. I practiced maybe 10 minutes a day. I would get a reward from my mom after 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And afterwards, it maybe increased to 1 hour a day. Once I got accepted, I saw that the level was very high. And naturally, I got very ambitious and I wanted to play more. My teacher was quite strict, but also caring. I'm still in very close contact with her. She's now 85 years old. My German teacher, Ursula Schulz. And so, yeah, of course, it affected me. But in the end, the discipline came from inside of me, not from external force. If it comes from inside, then it's a long-term thing. If it's forced upon you, at some point you will break and then stop it.
I see. But then talking about violin, many people think, oh, violin related to just classical music. Dan kalau misalnya ngomongin soal Europe, Germany, German culture, nggak heran lah ya, sangat-sangat growing the industry gitu. Tapi kita tahu sendiri keberadaan the existence dari Kak Iskandar di Indonesia ini sangat-sangat digemari anak-anak muda, mereka yang mencintai classical music, even pop, atau mungkin genre-genre lainnya, mereka banyak mengetahui Kak Iskandar karena ternyata sosok muda yang hadir dengan kemampuan brilian yang luar biasa, ternyata bisa membawa genre-genre lainnya melalui instrumen ini diterima oleh banyak kalangan. Tapi kalau bicara mengenai the music industry sendiri, Kak Is awalnya merasa, di Jerman memang jelas ini jauh lebih terbuka, the opportunity and everything. Ataukah justru memang keinginan Kak Is sendiri dari awal berkarya di Indonesia? Atau seperti apa?
Indonesia happened by chance. I did not plan it. I was going to an event with my father. I met a journalist. She wrote an article. I got a commercial offer. I started doing, TV, playing concerts over here. I noticed that classical music is very niche over here. It's still highly valued, but it's not very well known yet. And so I started to open up to other genres as well. And in the end, I came to the opinion and to terms. It doesn't matter what genre you play. It doesn't really matter. It's a universal language. What matters is if you can reach hearts. And what matters is the skill. If you have acquired a certain skill on your instrument, you can play whatever genre. It doesn't matter really. So for me, as I said, it's one universal language. And I love reaching, different kinds of audiences, playing to all kinds of age segments. And usually my concert is very full of different kinds of people, the classical lovers, the younger fans, the violinists, enthusiasts, the one that don't know violin, maybe come from other reasons. So I really like this kind of colorful mix in my concerts.
Kalau ngomongin soal klasik, jelas itu yang jadi acuan utama Kak Iskandar dalam bermusik. But talking about other genres, yang paling favorit apa sih dari Kak Is, khususnya mungkin di Indonesia ya, ranging banget industrinya?
I really like old Indonesian love songs. I think they're very melancholic and have beautiful melodies and cocok banget untuk biola karena biola itu alat musik cocok untuk musik sedih, musik romantis, musik yang indah dan merinding. And lagu-lagu Indonesia sangat melankolis kadang-kadang, full of emotion, and I think it's a perfect fit with Indonesian melancholy style played on the violin.
Which song do you love the most? And would you play for us?
I'm not going to tell you the title, I'm just going to play and you guess the title. Okay.
Wow, I know that song. It's Sepasang Mata Bola.
Correct.
Aku nggak expect loh itu keroncong. Aku nggak pernah denger dimainkan dengan
Iya,
versi
tapi
seperti
aku
ini.
suka versi slow, lebih mellow, lebih
Ya,
intim,
ya, ya.
and akustik tanpa beat, tanpa anything.
Oh, that was really beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Did you also play that song in your concert?
Yes, I'm going to play the song. It's one of my favorite.
Wow.
I actually
Yeah,
grew up with the version by Maestro Idris Sardi, one of the pemain biola berasal Indonesia,
Yeah.
legendaris.
Wow, cool. By the way, congratulations on your intimate concert. So how did it feel to finally bring an intimate evening to the audience?
I think it's really special to play in a small setting to kind of selected crowd because it's a almost one-on-one experience. You know, you feel like you're talking to the audience members. You're
Yeah.
bearing your soul on the
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
I mean, you're completely naked in a way.
Yeah.
People can see you, people can feel what you feel, and you make these very strong connections with your audiences. And this is what I thrive on, you know. To play music just for myself, it's nice, but to share it with people, it's always a very magical, almost a spiritual experience for me.
Oh, what was the most memorable moment for you?
I really feel like it's special to play Indonesian music in Indonesia. I don't know why, but it feels like it reaches straight to their hearts because the people have a strong connection to songs that mean something to them.
Yeah.
And I also love the fact that Indonesian people are very proud of their cultural heritage.
Yeah, yeah.
They are really, you know, proud to showcase what is their own identity. And I think many cultures should learn from Indonesia to own your own culture and to show it to the world.
Wow. But actually, what's the main difference when you play violin or a concert in the Germany or European countries compared to in Indonesia?
I can tell you the difference, but it's very subtle and it's
Yeah.
hard to grasp because it's all about energies in the end. So each audience gives you a certain energy and you feel it on the stage. You feel the feedback of energy because you give energy and then it comes back to you like a sponge in a way. So I feel like German audience very much appreciate music with a lot of content, a lot of deep understanding. They're not too much on the sweet side. If I play musik terlalu manis, I feel like there must be a balance, a counterbalance. Something like if you eat only dessert, but you need to counterbalance it with maybe whole wheat bread. You know what I mean? That is the main difference. I feel like in Indonesia, if I give too much whole wheat bread, then mereka pengen yang manis saja.
I see, yang Indonesia yang manis-manis banget lah ya. Tapi kalau ngomongin soal market segmen ya, untuk di Germany sama di Indonesia itu secara age range itu lebih ke remaja atau orang tua sih sebetulnya.
So sebenarnya in Germany we have an older demographic, right? We have a lot of older people. We have not so many children and young people in Germany. That's just a given. So naturally my audiences would be more towards the older segment. And in Indonesia we have a lot of young people and usually it's a mix. I mean, when I play in Germany, I notice also a rising number of young audience members, which makes me of course happy. But I appreciate as well the older generation that bring the knowledge to the concert and understanding.
I see.
So naturally, it's going to be a bit younger crowd in Indonesia if I perform. My father is from Maluku Ternate, orang Ambon berasal keturunan Arab. She told me I chose the violin. She told me that I said I want to learn the violin.
At what age did
age
you?
3 years old.